Hi there, Denise here. This week's video is two parts. One is about 13-14 minutes of a watercolor loose floral that you might be inspired to find an image and do one in your sketchbooks too. It's a really nice technique that I enjoyed very much. So that's the first part, and then a little visit to a beach day, and I took a sketchbook. It didn't turn out quite how I maybe envisaged, but it was a bit of fun. And you know, it's one of those things that's really I'm quite uncomfortable with plein air painting. It's not something I've done very much at all. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement. But anyway, that's this week's video. Thanks for joining me.
I've been doing some loose sketching of florals, very inspired by Wendy Brightbill's course. And so I thought I would just do it a little differently this time, and I've got these new Paul Rubens watercolors, and so I'm quite enjoying the way they're set out, and to sort of have it right next to the book there. And so I thought, let me find an image and just do some shapes lightly, or fill in all the shapes sort of thing with loose watercolor, and then put a little bit of line work on top. And I really loved how this turned out. It was very kind of relaxing. It was like a bit of a meditative practice, because there isn't need for perfection. You just make a bit of a shape that's a bit like what you're seeing, and it was, you know, it was a really nice way of doing a loose floral. So I think I'll be doing this technique a bit more, because I liked it so much. And it's a nice way to familiarize yourself with the subject if you want to, kind of get an idea of the shapes in a different sort of way. Like contour drawing is another great way. But this way you're just looking at the shapes and putting them in with your brush. I'm using an Art Creations sketchbook, which I really love the way the pages are off-white. So it's just got a lovely quality to it, the colour of the paper. And it does hold watercolour quite well. It doesn't seem to leak through to the other side, so that's great. Of course, it behaves very differently to actual watercolour paper, but for just playing in a sketchbook, it's great.
I'm taking myself on a day trip, beach day, and I thought I'd show you where I'm going. So I've just come down this beach track, and this is overlooking Curl Beach. Curl Beach is around here. That's Curl Beach, and this is where I'm heading to. I'm going to follow this path down through this bush area here, and there's a saltwater swimming pool. So I'm going to set myself up somewhere there. I've even bought a sketchbook and things with me, so I'll see how I go. But this colour is very beautiful. Just got these little goodies. I got a watercolor book, some watercolors, this journal, and I just bought 3 brushes, very simple brushes, and a little portable water, which is quite lovely the way the top of this is shaped. The brushes can rest on there nicely. I got a spray bottle with some water to just use for that, and that's about it. And this is my view from here. It's a nice little private spot in amongst these rocks with a little bit of shade and noisy tourist planes going over, I think.
got a bit disappointed with the outcome of this page because I didn't have the blue that that I saw in the sea, and I think I was trying to take in too much information. It was really a wide landscape, and that is not my forte. So, you know, looking at it now, it's sort of okay. It reminds me of, and it takes me back to this place where I was, but definitely not a landscape painting to be proud of. I am proud of the fact that I did something with my sketchbook out in the open. So, you know, I'll encourage myself to try again. So I shut the book and thought, all right, never mind. And then I had the idea, I'd had a therapy session that week, and the idea came that there's a little one in me, you know, we all have little inner child, whatever. And the idea had come that she would love to use red. And so when I use red, I can think of her and she can let me know, let's use red today. So I changed from let's do a watercolor of the beach to let's just play with a red brush and paint and see what happens. And it was kind of gorgeous. I just didn't mind anymore trying to make highbrow art or whatever the hell. I just played on this page with the brush, with the red. And the funniest thing happened as I was sitting by those rocks right here making this drawing. After I'd finished this, a man walked past, and there was not an easy thoroughfare. They had to clamber over rocks to come walking around from the beach. And he had a red and white towel and a red and white beach bag, exactly like I had drawn earlier. So it was sort of sweet. It just made me think, okay, all is well. You know, like you're in the right place at the right time and don't overthink it. As I was sitting there, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this movement, and this little crab, well, not so little, but popped its little head out from right underneath where I was sitting. It gave me a bit of a fright. And he just kept coming out, having a look, is it safe, and going back in. And so it is a shamanic way. They look to the meanings of animals when they cross your path. So I've just looked up the meaning of crab, and it says crab is the quintessential symbol of self-protection, boundaries, and teaching others how to treat you. Crab has the innate wisdom to protect its most vital resources. Crab teaches you to protect what is most precious to you. Crab meaning. The sea holds many mysteries, and the crab is among the elusive and mysterious spiders of the sea. Crab spirit animal rides the waves and comes to shore wearing a full suit of armour. He seems to know just where he intends to go and just what he is to do when he arrives. Crab moves about quite confidently, knowing he is protected from the dangers in his midst. That was where I sat down there, just in that little rock. And that's the swimming pool. The view from up here is very lovely. You can't get past that colour of the sea. Just beautiful. This is the view. Back over there is where the pool was, where I was. So the lady walked past. It's very windy, but yeah, that's where I was. Looking back there now, I needed a bit of shade. I was getting a bit overcooked. Here's the reason I took myself over to the beach area, was this exhibition being opening that evening. So I thought, since it's about an hour drive through quite a number of traffic areas to get there, I thought, let me make a day of it. So this is the setup that petitecollections.com.au did for a Christmas exhibition, which was really lovely to be part of, something locally in Sydney. So yeah, that was really enjoyable, and you can still see it online. And I wore my hat because my beach hair was quite horrendous after a day at the beach. So you do what you do.
If you're still here, thank you for watching my video. If you like and subscribe, that's a wonderful way to support this little channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.